And welcome back to Lantern Corps. Today's Lantern Corps comes to us from Chris Dash and JRFW. I believe I got that one right. Jason Todd. What is the Lantern Corps of Jason Todd, aka the Red Hood? Jason was actually a pretty easy one to figure out. There's like 3 core ones that really work. But let's as always, go down the list, go down the horseshoe now as it is. Again, there's very little knowledge we have right now about the current Sorrow Lantern Corps. I'm surprised it didn't exist prior. But nothing about him really is sorrow. There's some self-deprecation, sure, but not, or like, there is some, what's the best way to put it? There's some negative emotion there, but not enough that hardly anything to be a Sorrow Lantern. Certainly not a Gold Lantern, that's for certain. Shame the ultraviolet ones. Shame's a tricky one. I don't think he's really that. I mean, he maybe felt some shame after kind of coming back to the good side, but I don't really see shame working. Also, he's not a White Lantern. He just does not embody that aspect at all. Not really a Hope Lantern. He kind of lost hope when coming back. Did he regain some? Sure, but he's not a beacon of hope. He doesn't inspire hope. Nothing like that. Surprisingly, though, I also wouldn't say he's an avarice lantern. He's not someone who's exceptionally greedy. He's a bit self-serving sometimes, but he's definitely not. Avarice doesn't seem to suit him, in my opinion. Nor does compassion, because he's neither devoid of it, nor is it his most bountiful emotion, nor is love. That brings us to the final 4. And I'm going to say right now, fear is an odd one. I think fear could work, but it's the runner-up of the 3. Unlike someone like Batman, he doesn't strike the same type of fear as someone like Batman does. Like, he doesn't have the reputation. If he were, say, doing it as long as Batman had been doing it, and had a bit more of an imposing, I mean, don't get me wrong, Red Hood looks cool. But if he was a bit more imposing looking, maybe that would work. But your options, I think, are just the Green Lantern Corps. I think that's a given. He overcome great fear. He did that. Great willpower. Absolutely he did. So that's got to be on the table. He also came back from the dead. So you got to factor Black Lantern into the equation. I mean, at minimum, you got to at least consider it. He's also not opposed to killing. He's one of the only members of the Bat family, apart from Alfred and Damian, who are not opposed to killing. In fact, he's very much gung-ho for it. But he's tempered that in more recent iterations of him, but still. And last but not least, and I think this actually probably is the one that is most likely, that or it's green, the Red Lantern of Rage. This is a guy who's angry. Especially when he came back. When he came back, before he was brought back to the good right side, he was angry. And he expressed it. And yeah, I think you've got to go with either green because he has come back to the right side of the fence, or you got to go with rage, just because this is still even today a driving force of his. Black is still a possibility though because he did come back from the dead, but I think you got either your red or your green. If for my money, even though he's definitely turned over a new leaf, he's still got a lot of anger issues inside of him. I'd go with Rage. I think the Red Hood is a Red Lantern. I think that does actually make the most sense for him in this case. This is just my opinion, though. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Until then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.